Hi all, Hiker Big Tex here, and following the last blog that I did making ground beef, I decided I'm going to make a spaghetti sauce so that when we go on our next hiking trip I can actually make a spaghetti bolognese. The ingredients I'm going to use are a can of diced tomatoes, a can of puree or part of this can, some tomato paste, some fresh carrots, mushrooms, some fresh tomatoes, an onion and some seasoning. So now I've prepared my ingredients, I'm going to mix them all together in a pot and just cook them down. As I said, I'm not a chef, so I'm just trying this recipe out and I'm not sticking to any specific recipe. I'm kind of making it up as I go along and we'll see how it comes out. So the first thing is the can of diced tomatoes. I'm also going to add this small can of paste. One thing I found when you're actually out in the field and hiking is you want plenty of taste with a meal, and especially if it's dehydrated. I want to make sure that when I rehydrate it, but when I cook it in the field, that I'm going to get plenty of taste out of it. And then for now I'm just going to add half the can of this puree. What I'll do is I'll check during cooking and see how wet the liquid is. I'm not sure if the puree is going to make any difference at all in comparison to the paste. Now the carrots, onion, mushrooms, and fresh tomato. So what I'm going to do is turn on the heat and simmer this down so it cooks through. Now the sauce has started to simmer, I'm going to add some garlic powder, and some Italian seasoning. As you can see, I've reduced the liquid down quite a bit because I wanted to make a fairly thick sauce. Now what I'll do is let it cool and then I'm going to add it to the dehydrator. Now that the sauce has cooled, I'm going to load it into the dehydrator. I've set the temperature to 135 Fahrenheit, which is 58 degrees Celsius. So here's the result. I dehydrated it for about 16 hours, which might have been a bit longer than I needed to. I'm going to vacuum seal it as I did the ground beef in the previous video, and then we're going to head out into the field and do a field test and actually prepare it with a camp stove, etc.